This is a matter of life and death. That plane cannot be allowed to take off.
Dixie? Why on earth would you want to stop Tad's plane?
Brooke, what are you doing here?
I drove Tad to the airport. What's wrong?
Ted, I have to get in touch with him.
Dixie, if you have a good reason to stop that plane from taking off, I want you to tell me first, and I want you to tell me now. Is this about your phone call to Tad earlier? Because I heard him say to you that there wasn't going to be any problem with him and Ted on this trip, and he told me the same thing, so I don't understand. Why are you trying to stop their plane from taking off?
Well, I called earlier because I was worried about that East Coast distribution deal, you know, that Ted screwed up on about, you know, last summer, and I kind of wanted to talk to Tad and tell him about it before, you know, to soften the blow. But this is different. This I have to take care of right away, okay? So
Dixie, what is it that has to be taken care of?
It's very complicated. I can't explain it.
Well, you're going to have to explain it to her. The FAA has strict regulations.
It's personal. It's between Ted and me, and I have to tell him before he leaves.
I thought you and Ted were finished.
We are. No, we should be. I don't know.
Dixie, you don't look very well.
I don't feel well. I'm upset. Can you understand that? This is odd. This is extremely odd, and I'm reconsidering everything. I know my whole relationship with Ted has been extremely odd, but I'm reconsidering our relationship, and I think maybe I don't want him to go to Canada until I tell him that I haven't rejected him. So I have to call him and tell him, or see him and tell him that I'm going to marry him.
Dixie, this is crazy.
It's not crazy. I'm not crazy.
I didn't say that you were crazy. I said this is crazy. You can't stop a flight because of some romantic imp.
Yes, I can, and I have
Dixie,
to.
listen, all right? Don't do something that you're going to regret later, really. I'm serious. I mean, maybe you reconsidered and you did this too hastily. Maybe you should, the time that Ted is going to be away, to rethink this decision.
You don't understand.
Dixie, I think you should calm down, all right? I think it's a godsend that you got here too late. Look, if you are this upset, I think you should ask yourself why.
I don't need to ask myself anything. I think I need to stop the plane.
It's too late.
It is not too late. You know where they're going, don't you? You know where they're going to be. You can help me get a message to him, couldn't you? Brooke, please, Tad must have given you a number where you can reach him.
Dixie, they're not going to be near any phones.
There's got to be some place somewhere that you could get a message to.
It's
maybe
not
an
that kind of
outpost
a
or a
trip.
hunting lodge.
It's roughing it.
There's got to be some way to make contact.
There is a plane picking them up in Toronto and dropping them off somewhere in northern Ontario.
Do you know where? What town?
There's no town. It's an X on a map. Okay, it's a ridge line where Ted said they could bag deer and moose. I mean, you know, it's a macho thing. It's them against the wilderness, matching wits without modern technology for a week. That's what this is about.
Are you saying that Ted has planned for them to be cut off from the entire rest of the world?
Well, it gives you time to sort of figure out what you want and get your thoughts sorted out.
And Tad went along with it?
Look, it's Ted's chance to be the leader for a change. You know, maybe he could teach Tad a thing or two. It would be good for both of them. You know, it would make them a little more on, you know, have an equal basis.
Do you know what company is flying them out of Toronto?
Dixie, come on, let's come over here and sit down.
No, I don't want to sit down. I want to talk to Ted, okay?
Why? Why can't this wait?
Because a pilot can't just drop people in the middle of nowhere with not some sort of information, some sort of way to communicate. You know, I mean, if he left them out there in the middle of nowhere, they could get hurt, they could get lost.
This is not like you.
I'm sorry, it's just,
No, I mean,
do you want to help me or not?
So...
Okay, you don't have to help me. It's really all right. You don't have to, honest.
You know, everybody was so relieved when you broke things off with Ted. And now...
Don't. Okay? I'm fine. I'm going to be just fine. You don't have to worry about me, really.
Fine. All right. If you don't want me to worry about you, would you at least let me drive you back to Pine Valley?
No, it's fine. I have my car.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive, really. Okay.
I'm sorry, Dixie.
Oh, it's fine. Hi, listen, I need to get a message to Tad Martin. And since you're the one who screwed up my first message in the first place, you're as much responsible here as I am, all right? So what I need you to do is to radio that plane before it gets to Toronto, and so I can talk to Tad, okay?
That's impossible.
It is not impossible. Nothing is impossible when a man's life is at stake.
Did you say a man's life was at stake?
Yes. Yes. He may die, and I can't let that happen, so you have to stop wasting time.
This passenger who may die. Do you mean on the plane?
No, later, when this man that you gave the message to gets him out in the middle of nowhere.
No, maybe you just better give me your name.
No, you think this is a joke, but it's not. When he gets him out in the woods with no witnesses... Please, okay? I need to talk to Tad in secret before they get to Toronto.
In secret?
Yes, because, you know, Tad and the man that you gave the message to, they happen to look exactly the same. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, I think I had better call my supervisor.
Yeah, I know this sounds insane. I do, but I'm not. It's just that I'm trying to figure out what to do, and nobody's helping me. Maybe I should call the police in Toronto. No, maybe I should fax some pictures over there. No, I can't do that because the murderer and his victim, they'll look exactly the same.
Hey, why don't you just relax and I'll get some help?
Look, I'm telling you the truth.
No, really, everything's going to be fine.
What, you don't believe me?
Sure. Could I have security, please? Please?
Stop! I couldn't do it. I really tried, but they left.
What? Dixie, take it easy. What
No, there's no way I can even get in touch with them.
Well, honey, why don't we just sit down and talk about it?
You don't understand. Ted planned it that way, okay?
Yeah, but he planned it even before he knew about Ted and you, right?
He did this so he could track him down so that he could kill him. Take it easy. No, I don't want to take it easy. I want to try and find some way to warn him, all right? I have to stop him before he kills Tad and Edmund. You have to help me.
Help you get to Tad? Dixie, he can't even be reached. What? It
Well,
doesn't
we
make
need a
sense
plane.
here. What are you trying
We need
to
a
say?
plane. We need to land in Toronto before they do, okay? And warn him. And then we can find out what region in Ontario they're going for, and I'll warn them.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. We'll just get a plane. We'll go to the middle of nowhere in Canada, drop in. That's great. You know, you're starting to sound like
I know, okay? I have a clue, okay? I sound crazy, but I'm not. I've been through this before. I know what I'm talking about.
You just stressed out.
Look, can we just sit down and talk about this, Dixie?
Will you help me or not?
All right, I gotta be blunt here. You're turning this whole hunting trip into some revenge scenario. Not because Tad's gonna get hurt, but because you got some guilt-ridden anxiety attack.
Well, for your information, Dr. Gray, Tad is in real danger. Ted has guns and knives, and he knows how to use
Yeah, they're for hunting. People? No. Animals, okay? Nothing's gonna happen up there.
You are wrong, both of you. What's going to happen last time is it's not going to happen again.
What last time?
There was a bridge, and I had a bad feeling the way I have the same feeling now.
Dixie, what bridge? What are you talking about?
There was a man named Billy Clyde Tuggle. He was a very weird man. He was strange. For some bizarre reason, I trusted him, and he hunted Tad down, and I lost him. I had the same bad feeling then that I do now, and I didn't act on it. So don't you see the history is repeating itself again, and now I have the opportunity to do something about it? I think I owe it to myself and to him, so why in God's name won't you help me?
I want to,
We both do.
but I want to give you the real help, the help that counts.
Then help me find a plane.
You're starting to sound like you did a couple of years ago, remember? When Will died, and Craig, and the whole business, and you just kind of went off the rails a little bit. You needed professional help.
He thinks I'm mentally unbalanced.
He's just concerned about you, Dixie.
Look, I just want you to settle down and stop being afraid.
I'm afraid that Tad is going to die, all right?
Look, just... I know, but it's not rational. And maybe the panic you feel is more that Tad might go back to Brooke, okay? And stopping this plane is your way of preventing that.
Maybe you need a license to practice clinical psychology, Edmund. I don't care if he goes back to Brooke or whatever. I just don't want him to die.
He's not going to die.
No, the worst that's going to happen is that Tad's going to get a royal chewing out from Ted.
You just hate Tad, don't you? You always have. It's perfectly obvious to me and everybody else. You just love to see him get shot, wouldn't you?
Oh, Dixie,
well, it's not going to
come on.
happen. Do you know where Junior is?
He's at Robbie's.
Excuse me.
Dixie, where are you going?
I'm going to take care of this myself.
From now on, Edmund, you just stay the hell out of my life.
All right. You and I are going to be very smart and methodical about this, okay? We'll start over here.
What you looking for, Mommy?
Well, do you remember what I told the nice man who gave me the keys to the room? I forgot where Ted went hunting, and so I've got to try and find where he is, maybe his address or something, so I can send him something, okay? I'm going to check these drawers over here.
Can I help?
Sure, yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. It might be an envelope or something, or a piece of paper. Would you check over there?
Is it a secret?
Secret? I don't know. Why?
Ted told me some of his secret hiding places.
He did. Do you know where?
His boots.
Ha ha ha! It's a map from Canada, and part of it's circled. Oh,